Trump is being indicted today, but how will the courtroom be with the first U.S. president to be criminally charged? The fate of TikTok is in the hands of Capitol Hill. What does the future hold for the app? And a new punk rock museum has opened in the Valley with almost 50 years worth of memorabilia. All of that and more is up next.
Now, news that matters to you on campus and beyond. Live. You're watching Studio G.
Welcome to Studio G. I am Ashanti Johnson. Former President Trump is in a Manhattan courtroom today where he will be arraigned on more than 30 counts of business fraud-related charges. Reporter Gloria Pazamino with the latest.
No broadcast cameras in the courtroom. That's according to the judge presiding over the arraignment of former President Donald Trump in Manhattan today, rejecting the request made by several media outlets to broadcast the historic proceedings. Meanwhile, New York City is preparing for a moment never before seen in the United States, as Trump becomes the first former or sitting president to be criminally charged.
Obviously, this is different. This has never happened before. I've never had Secret Service involved in an arraignment before.
Security will be tight with street closures until after the arraignment. The city says they are actively monitoring any threats of violence or mass demonstrations, including those by a Georgia representative and Trump supporter.
And although we have no specific threats, people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is known to spread misinformation and hate speech, she stated she's coming to town. While you're in town, be on your best behavior.
Trump is expected to enter a plea of not guilty to the dozens of charges he's set to face, charges his legal team is ready to challenge.
We know that this was based on Stormy Daniels. We know what's in it. It's a bunch of garbage.
Former President Trump has officially surrendered and has been indicted in a Manhattan court. Over the last few weeks, TikTok has been in the fight of its life. TikTok is a newcomer of the age of social media, launching in 2016 under the name Douyin. Senator Mark Warner of Virginia introduces the Restricted Act prohibition transitions between foreign enemies. This proposal ban also puts into question, will apps like YouTube Shorts take TikTok's place? CEO Soshu testifies for hours to various senators defending the practice of TikTok. Unlike other social media apps, TikTok is owned by ByteDance and internet companies based in Beijing, China. Many of the objections from TikTok stem from the fact that the data service in the app are from within China. Lawmakers, including President Biden, are given an ultimatum: sell the app or face a national ban. Here in Nevada, Governor Joe Lombardo has already banned the app on all government-issued devices. Las Vegas kicked off the month of April by opening a new museum, adding to the list of erratic museums here in the city. Now the Punk Rock Museum. Here is Patrina Allen with more on the new addition.
Over the weekend, on April 1st, 2023 at 11 a.m. on the corner of Oakey and Western, the Punk Rock Museum cracked open its doors to the punkers who have been waiting for a shrine of their own, a museum dedicated to a culture of misfits and the legends they look up to. The Punk Rock Museum is finally here. Just like the music, it's here to stay. The Punk Rock Museum was founded by Punk Rock NOFX lead singer Fat Mike Burkett, and others to bring front a culture of music that has comforted the uncomforted. The Punk Rock Museum displays almost 50 years of memorabilia containing music, flyers, fashion, instruments, and more. Come explore 12,000 square feet, multiple levels. Come get lost in this maze of history with 5 decades of punkers and the different levels enlightening every decade of music. I spoke with some punk rockers about this opening of the museum and their thoughts.
The whole scene, what you're seeing here is just a reflection of a lifestyle, and it's basically how we all grew up.
This is just a validation of everything that I have been thinking and everything that I've enjoyed since I was a little girl. So it is really important for people like me to come here and just see this and just be like, wow.
Punk rock is a culture of music for the misfits, the rebellious, people who intend to be obscene and go against the grain. A genre of music based on going against the status quo. Punk rock tells a story through strings of guitars and obscene lyrics while telling a story that usually most people can relate to. The museum, it represents an escapism through the music that has been created by those who felt left out. The most renowned music, punk rock, is the most widely listened to because of the subculture that was created within the culture of punk rock music, such as pop punk, soft rock, and alternative music. I spoke with the face of the museum who explains why you wouldn't want to miss out on this museum experience. That you have.
We have actual punk rock legends giving guided tours, and we have a jam room that actually has instruments donated by those punk rock legends that you can actually play. And then, of course, the Triple Down, our bar.
Cool. Why do you believe they did it?
Oh my goodness, it's a place for all of us. It's a place for all the misfits to be with their family. You know, it's a community.
It's kind of like everyone said, it's long overdue, right? There's always been like a temporary exhibit dedicated to punk rock but nothing permanent, and we have over 50 years of history dedicated to the music that we all grew up on. And it's time for us to have a permanent structure, right? It's time for us to have a place that we can all go. We call it the Church of Punk Rock.
A community for the unwelcomed. Now they can find their way home, where they can get guided tours from punk rockers, play guitars held by legends, or even hang out at the Triple Down bar that contains an outside patio. With great music always being played, the Punk Rock Museum may be the best place to hang out this coming summer.
Thank you, Patrina, on that attraction of music and memories, and be sure to swing in the Museum of Punk Rock and tell them Studio G sent you. Taking a first look of our weather, once again, the wind speeds are high and won't be slowing down until later this evening. Wind speeds will be up to 25 miles per hour, and as well as headed into our evening planner, it will be dropping to 15 miles per hour. Once the sun sets, the temperatures are going to drop significantly down to the 40s. But this whirlwind weather is not even close to being done. Stay with us to see the weather trends as we further into the week. Southern Nevada is facing food insecurities due to high inflations. One program is stepping up to evaluate the situation. 3 Squares is one of the largest food banks in Southern Nevada. 1 in 7 Southern Nevadans struggle with hunger. That's 341,100 people in our community who are facing food insecurities. 3 Square works with 160 agencies to donate food. For every dollar donated, 3 Square provides up to 3 meals to people in need. If you or someone you know needs help or would like to donate, you can find these resources at 3square.org/help. Back to weather, let's get into the 7-day forecast. With the weather is going to make a huge jump from going the 50s all the way to the 90s within a week. However, looking ahead into the middle of next week, it drops to 77 degrees. The weather is always changing, so this is what we are seeing for now. Are we officially going to see our warm spring weather? Only you can, and I hope moving into our sunsets, we are finally getting more sun time as the sun is setting at 7:04. And then the SPF is rising as well, so make sure to protect your skin and wear sunscreen. That is all we have for your weather. The Vegas Golden Knights are officially in the playoffs and are looking to finish off this home streak strong. They headed to the State of Hockey last night to face off against the Minnesota Wild. And this is one would need as a heroics from Pavel Dorfa. He buries this game tying goals under the minute to go to the tie would score in the shoutout. But none other than Riley Smith, the man who freshly turned 32, would point the game-winning goal with this silky smooth move. Vegas takes the W 4-3.
It's been pretty tough for us to win in this building, so when we're able to do it, especially this time of year, they're very important points. Being down, a goal with a minute left and coming back and picking up 2 points, that's huge for our group right now.
Okay. Am I reading? The Vegas Golden Knights head into the second half of their back-to-back tonight in the city of Bartholomew to face off against Philadelphia Flyers. Puck drops is at 7 p.m. On to the college hoops finals. San Diego State and UConn doing battle in H-Town. UConn would take this on and run with it, winning their 5th national title in school history, and head coach Dan Hurley's first.
Obviously, dream come true for all of us. As a part of the program, we sold the vision. I sold the vision to David Benedict and President Herbst and President Radenka and the university that I could, put together a special group of people, a coaching staff, and unbelievable players like this. So it feels great to come through on promises made by me to all this, the great people of Connecticut. And then with these guys, this was our vision, this was our dream. This is what we talked about when we recruited these guys, that we could get together and do something big like this.
A new program is helping staff and faculty relax between their classes by exploring new areas on campus they can unwind in. Ethan Sachs brings us this story.
Daniel Ogletree, an instructor at UNLV, has started a new monthly event for faculty and staff, leading nature walks around campus.
Here at UNLV, I teach drawing and printmaking, have done for the last 5 years. I also teach part-time at Clark County Wetlands Park, leading art workshops. I approached the faculty center, which puts on events for the benefits for the mental health benefit of faculty at UNLV and staff. And I thought a nature walk would be a great addition because nature has been documented to affect mental health in a positive way. So it's generally advised that people spend at least 2 hours outside per week. And I know that as a busy teacher, I spend a lot of time driving around, going from class to class. And it's really important to me to carve out some space to think and reflect, and that's really when my best ideas come to fruition. So,
during these walks, Ogletree also teaches about plant and animal life on campus, showing different apps like iNaturalist and Merlin Bird ID that can be used to identify birds and plants that you may see on the nature walks.
It's pretty exciting. UNLV has a really nice, diverse set of flora, so there's a lot to explore.
The nature walks are designed to show different areas on campus that faculty and staff may not have known about, so they can refocus on their work in relaxing environments. The next event will be taking place May 1st from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., starting from BEH room 126.
The nature walks will be on the first Monday of every month. If you are interested in learning more, you can find information on the nature walks at the online UNLV calendar. Before we go, we want to wish our amazing instructor, RT, a happy birthday. We are so lucky to have you now. We're going to leave you with this live shot of Fremont Street and an area that will be blasting come from the Life is Beautiful. Thank you for joining us at Studio G. We'll see you Thursday at noon.